Hey everyone, welcome back. So previous video, we talked about using AutoGen to develop a conversation between two agents. So in this video, I'm going to apply that idea on a real world application. So we just heard back from the trial that Trump has been convicted. Now, here's the caveat. He can actually still run for president. So according to this New York Times article, it is said that Constitution sets very few eligibility requirements for presidents. They must be at least 35 years old, be natural born citizens, and have lived in the United States for at least 14 years. And on top of that, there's really no discussion or requirements based on character or criminal record. So if you go to jail, you want to run for president, and people want to vote for you, and technically speaking, you can. So that seems to be what the current situation is set up. So the application here is the following. I built two agents. The first agent is Kathy. This person actually supports the idea that going to jail and presidential election should be two separate discussions. And the fact of going to jail should not affect going for presidential election. They're two independent things. So that's Kathy's stance. And then I define a second agent, Joe, that is actually the opposite, right? So your name is Joe, and you believe going to jail should render you unqualified for presidential election, meaning that you should be disqualified, and the two things should be connected because running for president means it holds you at a higher standard. So very simple setup, two descriptions, one description for the first agent, Kathy, one description for the second agent, Joe. Now we're gonna have them start a debate about this particular topic, whether going to jail and presidential election should be independent conversation or should one affect the other. So I'm going to run this code. It's going to define these two agents for me, and then I'm going to initiate a chat. So here the message says, I'm Joe, Kathy, let's debate whether going to jail should render you unqualified for presidential election. And then I'm going to set max turns to be 10. Otherwise, we don't want this to go on forever, right? So let's run that code, and then you will see the conversation starts flowing. So in the beginning, we say, hey, I'm Joe, Kathy, let's start this debate, right? Hi, Joe, thanks for bringing up this topic. I believe that the qualification for running for president should be separate, so on and so forth. Now, you can't really see this going back and forth. I'm going to print out the final answer in this kind of format so that you can see the entire paragraph. So starting from this paragraph here from Kathy, hi, Joe, thanks for bringing up this topic. I believe that the qualifications for running for president should be separate from someone's criminal history. What are your thoughts on this, Joe? And then Joe answered, I appreciate the perspective, Kathy. While I understand the argument for separating a person's criminal history from their ability to run for president, I believe that holding the highest office in the land comes with certain level of responsibility and trust from the American people. So here you go. Here's a conversation. I'm not going to read the whole thing on YouTube. I'm going to post the entire conversation in the post of the video, and hopefully you guys can read about it and share opinions. Thank you. Like and subscribe.